smart to lose face in front of your boy, but you gotta know when to back down. Or it could get a whole lot.
Nicolas Cage's new movie delivers yet another unhinged performance in The Surfer, a psychological thriller that blends suspense, existential dread, and a touch of absurdity. Directed by Lorcan Finnegan and written by Thomas Martin, the film takes viewers on a surreal, nightmarish journey through male anxiety, power struggles, and self-destruction. Premiering at the 77th Cannes Film Festival in the midnight screening section, it embraces the genre's tradition of unsettling, hallucinatory storytelling. So, let's start our video. The plot follows Nicolas Cage, simply referred to as the Surfer, who returns to the Australian beach of his childhood with his teenage son, played by Finn Little, in hopes of reclaiming both his past and his sense of self. His plan? Purchase his childhood home, rekindle his former life, and rediscover the joy of surfing. However, his dream is quickly shattered when he finds himself at odds with a group of territorial locals, led by Scally, played by Julian McMahon, a menacing figure who enforces the unspoken rule that outsiders are unwelcome in their surf community. What starts as a petty dispute escalates into a brutal, psychologically draining ordeal that strips Cage's character of everything: his belongings, his dignity, and perhaps even his sanity. At its core, The Surfer is less about surfing and more about the fragile nature of masculinity, the consequences of nostalgia, and the dark side of social hierarchies. Cage's character is a desperate man clinging to a past that no longer exists, and the film ruthlessly dismantles his delusions. His efforts to assert himself against the beach's self-proclaimed gatekeepers only push him further into isolation and humiliation. As he spirals, the film blurs the line between reality and paranoia. Are the locals conspiring against him, or is he losing his grip on reality? The answer remains ambiguous, heightening the film's psychological tension. Cage fully embraces the chaos, delivering a performance that fluctuates between desperate vulnerability and full-blown madness. The film indulges in his signature eccentricities, including moments of grotesque survivalism. At one point, he contemplates eating a dead rat, and in another, he downs raw eggs in a scene reminiscent of his infamous bug-eating moment in Vampire's Kiss. His character's descent into primal desperation is both disturbing and darkly comedic, making The Surfer a true midnight movie experience. The film's visuals contribute to its disorienting atmosphere, with striking shots of lizards, porcupines, and crashing waves reinforcing its dreamlike, almost hallucinatory quality. However, despite its intriguing premise and Cage's undeniable commitment, The Surfer sometimes struggles to balance its psychological depth with its over-the-top absurdity. The narrative feels loose and occasionally underdeveloped, leaving some of its themes, such as its critique of wealth, privilege, and toxic masculinity, only partially explored. Ultimately, The Surfer is an odd, unsettling film that won't appeal to everyone. It thrives in its surreal, nightmarish approach, but may leave some viewers frustrated by its ambiguity and uneven pacing. For fans of Cage's brand of eccentric performances, however, it's a fascinating watch, one that demands to be experienced rather than simply understood. Whether it's a thought-provoking allegory or just a delirious fever dream, The Surfer cements itself as another unforgettable entry in Nicolas Cage's ever-expanding catalog of unorthodox roles. The Surfer boasts a compelling cast led by Nicolas Cage in the titular role, delivering a gripping performance that blends desperation, paranoia, and unhinged intensity. He is joined by Julian McMahon as Scally, the leader of the local surfers who challenge Cage's character in a brutal psychological showdown. Nick Kasim plays the mysterious and unsettling bum, adding to the film's eerie atmosphere. Miranda Tapsell appears as the photographer, while Alexander Bertrand takes on the role of Pitbull, one of Scally's loyal enforcers. Justin Wozniak plays the intimidating cop who offers no sympathy to Cage's struggles, while Rahel Rahman portrays the estate agent, a key figure in the protagonist's dashed dreams of reclaiming his childhood home. Finn Little plays Cage's teenage son, a reminder of his past and fractured family life, and Charlotte Maggi rounds out the cast as Jenny. Directed by Lorcan Finnegan and written by Thomas Martin, The Surfer is a psychological thriller that blurs the line between reality and delusion. The film, which first premiered in the midnight screening section at the 77th Cannes Film Festival on May 18, 2024, is set for an official theatrical release on May 2, 2025. With a runtime of 103 minutes, it promises an intense and surreal experience that challenges the notions of masculinity, power, and self-identity. So, don't forget to watch this movie, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel for more upcoming movies update.
It's a good one.